is I'm going to tell you that every day in here, just to keep yourself a little organized, is I have assignment numbers. So today, because it's the new semester, I put up in the corner assignment number 1. So find a clear spot wherever that you can put a number 1. Tomorrow will be number 2. Then the next day be number 3. We don't skip numbers for weekends. So Monday will be number 4 and so on. So I don't necessarily need the date, but we do need those assignment numbers, because then I can say, Jack, you're missing assignment 5 and 6. Where is it? Okay, look through your stuff. Oh, there's my 6. There's my 5. Let me just finish it and assess, and then I'll give it to you tomorrow. Okay, that's a deal. All right, so have you done 2-step equations? Yes? Okay, because I thought he told me you didn't, or that you just needed to review them. Yeah, so if you need some paper, you can get some up there. Right now, we're going to do these here. I'm going to start. You'll need paper, and get some for your buddy or friend. And we're here until what time? We are here until 11:19. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Thank you for that question. Okay. So I'm going to start off on the first 3 problems doing the first step only. So, and I'm going to do them right here. Who knows on the number 5? Who knows what is the first step to do? If you guys have had this, help me out. One person? Okay, do the what? Okay, but, all right, I'll give you a hint. I need to keep the X here. For sure, I need to keep the X on this left side for right now. So here is my left side, here's my right side. I need to get rid of, on this left side, to get that by itself, I need to get rid of the 3 and the 7. Of that 3 and the -7, and I call it a -7 because there's a minus right in front of it, which one can I get rid of first? The which one? The 7, because it's not being held back by that, I say the X monster. That monster's holding back the 3. So I'm going to get rid of the free guy first. So what's opposite of a -7? Is a +7. So put +7 here and a +7 here. Now, we'll finish it up in just a second, but I want to get in your brain what's the first step that you do. Look at your number 6. Who knows the 2 numbers that we need to get rid of? The 5 and the -2. Who knows which one we can get rid of first? The 2. And it's a -2. What's the opposite of a -2? +2. +2. And a +2. Sometimes if it's a positive, I don't put the sign. Okay. This one's kind of the same. I wanted to find one that's different. No, it's okay. We'll do these 4 in here, and then we're going to flip it over. All right. So this number 9. Who knows the first number that we should get rid of? The what? The -11. What's opposite of -11? +11. What I do to one side, I do to the other. On the number 10, who knows the number we need to get rid of first? The +2. What's opposite of a +2? A -2, or you can say a -2. Okay. And then I put that line to show what's left. So now we're going to go back here and put what's left. What's +7 minus 7? 0. And you don't write 0. You just cross that out. And let's put what's left. We've got what? 3x is equal to, okay, here's our -7, +5. Are those the same sign? Oh, is that a +7? I couldn't even read my writing. +7, +5, are they the same sign? So you do sum, and it's going to be, is that 12? 12. Let's finish that step, and then we'll finish the very last step. On this one, what can we get rid of now? The 2. What's left? What's left right here? the 5x is equal to, are these the same sign, the negative 7 and 2? Do we sum those? No, they're not the same sign. We do not sum. We take the difference, which is 5, but there's more of what sign? There's more negatives. The negatives would win. And then let's go to this one. What do we get rid of first? The 11. What do we bring down? The 2x is equal to, are these the same sign? Yeah, you're right. It's not, we're not going to sum them. It's 11 minus 7, which is going to be 4, and there's more positives. And then on this one, we can cross off the what? Was there a bug?
Oh, no.
Okay. Okay. All right. So 2 minus 2 is? What's 2 minus 2? Help me out. 0. And what's left on this side? Is the 3x equals 11 minus 2. They're not the same sign. So it's going to be, I do not sum, I'm going to take the difference, and there's more positive guys. And then we have to get rid of the 3 now. So now we can get rid of that 3. It's a multiplication. What's the opposite of a multiplication? So divide by 3, divide by 3, 3 divided by 3 is 1. So our x value is equal to what? Is equal to 4. Then. And there's the last two we're going to do mentally, that last step. But on this one, now I can get rid of the 5. It's 5 times x. So how can I undo a times? Right here. What's opposite of a times? Is divide. So divide, and we're dividing by what number?
5.
By 5. Good job. Okay. X is equal to, okay, now here's the marriage divorce. Can a negative marry a positive? No. And in fact, it's an odd amount. It's the even odd rule. Is it going to be positive 1 or negative 1? Negative 1. Good job. Wow, awesome. Okay, let's do 9 and 10 mentally. X is equal to what? To what? 2, because 2 times 2 is 4. So x is equal to 2. Can we do the number 10, the last part mentally? 3 times what will give us 9? 3. X is equal to 3. Okay. All right. So I hope we kind of got that. Now, let me look at the time. We get out of here at 19. So let's flip it over. Tomorrow we might do the word problems, but let's go ahead and look at some of these, because I don't think we're going to have room on, yeah, so you will need another sheet of paper, but I'm going to let you do the first step on here. So we're going to do the first step on here. So who knows the first step on this one? What would you have to do first? Is do what? Get rid of the negative 5. What's opposite of a negative 5? So we can do that right here, because we have enough room, but I don't have room for the whole entire problem. So we can cross that off. And here's where we're going to bring the rest of it over here. So the S value, yeah, grab paper if you need some. Okay. So what is left then? What do we have left? Help us out. Is 3n, that crosses out, is equal to what? (19 and 5? They're the same sign. What are we going to do? same sign, sum. What's 19 plus 5? 24. And they're both positive, so it's going to be positive. Okay. Now at this point, on a test, I'm going to have you show all steps, but yeah, so let's go ahead and finish this up. How do we get rid of the 3 then? Divided by 3. And 3 divided by 3 is 1, so I don't need to write 1 down again. Just put n is equal to 24 divided by 3 is what? Is 8. And put your n is equal to 8. And then everywhere you see an 8, you put the letter S. So everywhere I see an 8, I'm going to put S. Are there any more? Nope, 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 nope. That's it. Okay. Okay. I think OC, okay. I'm going to skip a couple, and please try not to have more than 3 across. So I'm going to go down to the letter. Okay. I'm trying to decide which ones I'm going to have you do, because I don't want you to do anything today with a negative in front of it. So, yeah, let's go down to the letter E. Okay. So on the letter E, what would you get rid of first? You're going to get rid of the what? The negative 15. What's opposite of a negative 15? Is a positive 15. And a positive 15. And then let's bring the rest on our paper. So what do we have left is, this is going to disappear. So we've got what? 2a. And over here, 15 minus 1. Who thinks they know what this is going to be? 14. They're not the same sign. I'm not going to sum them. I'm going to take the difference, which is 14, and there are more positives. Okay. And I think we can get this one in our head. 2 times what will give us 14? 7. So our A is equal to 7. So I'll let you take maybe at the very end that little shortcut. Okay. And then, okay. Debating, I have to look at the time because I don't have time to go. Let me see. Okay, let's go over to this second column. See if this is any different. Okay. Look at your letter A. It's written up just a little bit different where the variable is not the first. Who thinks on that letter A? Oh, by the way, I didn't put my answer. Everywhere you see a 7, you'd put the letter E. 7E. There's another 7E. 7E. Okay. Let's look at the letter A. Look at the letter A. Here's the left side, the right side. Who knows the first thing we need to get rid of? The 11, good job, because that 6 is being held back by the K monster. Can't go anywhere. So we take this free guy. What's opposite of a positive 11? A negative 11. Negative 11. And then we've got left, I'll write it here, but we're going to have to transfer it. So A is we've got left, this cancels out. We've got our 6K is equal to 65 minus 11, 54. So 6K, actually on that one we could have just guessed it now. Okay. So at this point, 6 times what's going to give us 54? It's going to be 9. So I probably didn't need to write that. So K is equal to 9. And then everywhere we see a 9, you put the letter A. A. I'm going kind of slow today, guys, but I don't know if you know, in this class you're a little bit behind in that 8th grade book, because we're gonna start off slow, but then we are going to speed through. Okay, so Let me see. I want to see how many. Oh, there's a lot of negatives. Yeah, we're going to have to. Okay. So now we're going to go back to this letter T. Alrighty. Who knows on the letter T, and you don't have to save a space for the other ones. You can just do it right there. Who knows on the letter T, what do we need to get rid of first? The 7. So what am I going to put under the 7? A negative 7. And then because I've got a little bit more work to do and I don't want you to miss it, I'm going to transfer this over. What is left on this equation? Help me out, people. What's left right here? A negative 5x. That cancels out, equals 27 minus 7. They're not the same sign. I'm not going to sum. I'm going to take the difference. What's the difference of 27 and 7? Is 20, and there's more of the negatives. Okay. Now, who knows what to do at this point? Because I don't know how far Mr. Tai walked you through this. What's that? Okay, there's 2 ways you can do it. So I'm going to go over it 2 ways. You can decide which way you want to do it. As for me, my friends, I don't like negatives. I just don't like negatives in front of my variable. So what I do, I change the sign. If I'm down to 1 term, I make it a positive 5x, as long as I change this sign to a negative 20. So that's one way that you can do it. The other way is to, just like, what is your name? I'm sorry, what? Armando. So the other way is to do what you said, is divide through by a negative 5. But somehow that sometimes gets lost in the translation. So on this one, I still have to divide through by 5, divide through by 5, but then I don't have to worry about dividing by that negative. So x is equal to even odd rule, marriage, divorce. Is this going to be a positive 4 or negative 4? Negative 4. Good job. And then over here, negative divided by negative is a positive. So negative 5 divided by negative 5 is a positive 1. So x is also equal to a negative 4. I just like, for me, I like getting rid of that negative right away. Yes, sir. Oh, did I? Was 9. You're welcome. So this is x is equal to a negative 4. And it's very important that if you had gotten a positive 4, one of the worst things you can do is say, okay, I got a positive 4. Okay. Oh, I see a negative 4. I'm just going to fix up my answer and make it negative. And I'm going to put, that was a t. That's the worst mistake you can make, because you're going to make that same mistake on a test. You need to ask me, what did I do wrong, Ms. Hess? This says negative 4, I got a positive 4. And then I would show you that you probably didn't divide through by a negative 5. Anyway, so this is going to get the letter T. The letter, is there another negative 4? No, that's all I see. Okay. Let's finish up. Again, I'm trying to make it so you're not overwhelmed with homework today on the first day. Okay, so let's go over to this second column and look at the letter D as in dog. Okay. So on that letter D, who thinks they know the first thing that we should get rid of?
The 1.
Very good. How are we going to get rid of that 1?
Plus 1. Or minus 1.
Minus 1. Good, because it's already a positive 1, so we need to make it a negative 1. And then on this side, a negative 1. Okay. So 1 minus 1 is going to cross out. Now this is really important. Who knows what's left on this left side? That negative. You cannot drop a negative sign. You have to bring that whole thing down. So what looked like a minus is actually the negative sign of that 10x. Equals 81 minus 1 is 80. And there's more positives. And again, here's where I'm a little different. I hate the negative. I'm going to stick with getting rid of the negative right away by just changing the sign on both sides. So this is a negative 10. It becomes a positive 10x. This is a positive 80. It becomes a, guess what? Negative 80. And then, does somebody see the answer right away? What? Negative 8. 10 times negative 8 would be negative 80. Or you could finish dividing through. And x is equal to even odd rule, marriage, divorce. That negative cannot marry a positive. No way. And it's x is equal to negative 8. Then, that is the letter D. And here it is right here. I only see one. That's it. And we'll maybe do, I want you to do those two negatives. We'll just do one more, and then I'm going to have you, oh yeah, we'll do this letter U. Okay. On the letter U, what would you get rid of first?
9.
The 9. So what kind of 9 are we going to put under it? A positive 9. Good job. Okay. So minus 9, positive 9 cancel off. And so bring it on your paper. We've got left is a negative 4y is equal to, what's 15 plus 9? They're the same sign, so we're going to sum them. What happens? Nobody knows? 24. Thank you. Now that I'm down to one term and one term, can I get rid of that negative in front? Yes, no, maybe? Can I just change the signs? Yes, people, it's the easiest thing to do. Change the sign, make it a positive 4y, but make this positive 24 a negative 24. Then you can probably clearly see the final answer. Who thinks they know what the final answer is? Y is equal to what? Negative 6. Sometimes it's harder to see it up here. Y is equal to negative 6. Okay, and let's fill in that last one. Y is equal to negative 6. Y. Okay, all right, so here is your job. I hope I explained it well enough. You are going to do, you don't need to do anything here. We'll do that tomorrow. So don't cross it off because we'll do it tomorrow. You're just going to finish any of these that we didn't do in the first two columns. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 problems. Can you handle that? 6 problems, and you have about 14 minutes. So see how many you can get done. Hopefully you can get done at least 4 of them. You only have 2 for homework. Okay, people? Was that easy?